Hello, everyone. Today is Tuesday, June 24, 2025. This is your update for Wednesday, 25th. All right, let's go. Well, as far as official setups, let's stick with this math. Volume was a little thin today, so make sure you are cognizant of that. It still looks like it has potential. Obviously, make sure you wait for an entry. The portfolio getting hit a little bit with goals getting hit. We'll take a look at that in just 1 second. Official setup remains math. Again, wait for an entry on that one. Some of these other ones, once you start looking at them a little bit, you can see are super speculative and they have some longer term issues. I did want to show you what I'm seeing. Now, with the market continuing to improve, we should see more and more setups on pullbacks, obviously. Let's take a look at the portfolio real quick. KGC selling out fairly hard, but off of its worst levels. These golds, for now, are consolidating at high levels. As I said in the webinar last night, keep an eye on a 30-day EMA for the golds, and as long as that holds, I think we're okay. But obviously, out of your stops just in case. TFPM looks a little bit better. It's kind of has a little bit of a double top or triple top, in this case, knockout look to it, and it's just off of these brand new highs, so that's certainly a good thing. Let's take a look at the overall market and then drill down a little. First of all, S&P 500, bam, winning, as I've been saying ad nauseum. When you have a good day at an inflection point, it looks really good, and of course a bad day, just the opposite. But we're just off of all-time highs. NASDAQ Composite, same sort of action happening there too, breaking out to these brand new multi-month highs, and again, just off of all-time highs. So far, so good. If you take a look at the Qs actually made it, believe it or not, to all-time high. So that's very impressive, and that's very good news, at least on a closing basis. Just barely, but still there nonetheless. Gold, the commodity, selling off a little bit into here, off its worst levels, still getting whacked a little nonetheless. As I said a second ago, the 30-day moving average, keep an eye on that. Now, we did dip slightly below it. It's not the end of the world just yet. Now, let's take a look at gold stocks. Gold stocks are looking a little bit better. You can see they did tag that 30. So far, longer term, I'm sure remains attack, but obviously, out of your stops just in case and wait for entries on any new positions. As we go through the sectors, take a look at the fits. You can see coming off a little bit, but just off of these all-time highs. Could actually use a bit of a knockout move, and that would obviously set up some potential longs. A lot of these areas that do have overhead supply managed to rally, but still have to get through that overhead supply. That is the MAGs. Also take a look at artificial intelligence and robotics. Decent day there, but it's got its work cut out for it. As I would say, ad nauseum, some areas like Sky Computer or many other areas like Sky Computing still have lots of overhead supply to get to. But hey, you got to start somewhere. Decent day today, or you have to start somewhere in case my wife is listening. Take a look at semiconductors. Bam, winning. Look at that, clearing all this overhead supply and not too far away from all-time highs. Yeah, they're overbought, so be really careful there, but if we could see some additional follow-through and then a pullback, it definitely would be a get ready situation. Platinum, decent day coming back just off of these brand new highs. We could see some setups there fairly soon. Silver sold off fairly hard, but came back by the end of the day. So far, looking like a TKO type of move. So far, looking pretty good there. Financials, bam, winning, coming back nicely. They still have some overhead supply to get through, and they're kind of wide loose and all over the place. But again, like I said a second ago, you have to start somewhere. Energy's looking abysmal, dropping back down, as you can see, and then wide and loose overhead supply, tons of resistance to get through. Telecom hit brand new highs, or right at it, I should say. But it's that V-shaped recovery type of problem. You know me, I like to see it break out and not look back for quite a while. So overall, things continue to improve. Let's take a look at uranium, and then I'll wrap it up. Decent day there, closing at multi-year highs. So far, so good for uranium. So in general, things continue to improve. There's still some questionable areas, obviously, but for the most part, things continue to improve. Qs at all-time highs. S&P and NASDAQ not too far behind. Hate to use the word hope, but let's hope for some follow-through. Let's hope to see some all-time highs, and I think that would definitely change the sentiment quite a bit if we start banging out new highs with vigor. I think some of these people will have to put up or shut up. I think that's pretty much it. Everybody have a fantastic night. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Thank you so much.